There's a lot of other methods out there. I'm not saying this is the best method. I'm not saying this is the only method. I'm saying this is a method that I've done, that I've used, and it's worked for me. I just started working out again. I took a little bit of a break period, and my max out was like, I want to say 175, 185, you know? I was just getting back into it. Today I reached a new max. I'm weighing in at about 124.7 this morning. And I maxed out 225 today for 1 rep file, okay? And I'm gonna show you the right setup and how to lay on the bench in the proper form. A lot of people have their shoulders rounded, okay? You wanna keep your shoulders back the entire time. You're gonna dig these upper shoulders into the bench. So here is what it looks like from the front. When they're retracted, it's gonna be back the entire time, throughout the entire movement. I see a lot of people bench, what they do is they round their shoulders forward. Boom. You don't wanna do that. Keep them back and tight the entire time. You're just gonna follow through with that movement. Okay? As you lean back into it, what's most comfortable for me is to push myself up against it. My butt will come up, and I'll dig my shoulders into it. You'll have a slight bend in your back, but the biggest thing here, which can cause injury, is pretty much overextending it, and that's caused by pretty much lifting your butt off the bench. So, slight curve, you want to keep your glutes tight throughout the entire movement, but you don't want your butt off the bench. You want your feet planted firmly. Keep your scapula retracted the entire time, not rounding my shoulders. You're gonna go down to about the nipple level, okay? Right there, you're gonna explode up. Deep breath. Hold it, then explode, and you breathe out. That's the proper technique for bench pressing. Once you start to build a good foundation on those rules, then we start adding more weight and incorporating some more exercises and techniques to it. Now that we have the proper form down, we're going to be going over the rep ranges and the techniques and why I do that. So, for the bench press specifically, I want to get a better bench. Now, there's great accessory movements to it, but I think the most important thing on the bench press itself is you need to do the bench. Like I'll see guys saying, oh, I'm getting a better bench by going over there doing push-ups or going over there doing chest flies. Like, yes, that's a great accessory movement. That's great to break the muscle down. But you're not gonna get better at bench pressing unless you're bench pressing, okay? So, the rep ranges that I like to work with is 3 to 5. So what I do is I'll find out my 1 rep max, right? Today it was 225. That means next chest day, I'm gonna drop the weight by 10 pounds, okay? My new working set is going to be 215. I'll do 5 sets of 3 reps. Once I can do 5 sets of 3 reps, then I'm going to up it by 10 pounds. And then that'll be my new working set, because you should not be able to get 5 sets of 3 reps by dropping your 1 rep max with 10 pounds. There's no way, you know? You need to be able to gain strength in it, but for me, I think it's all about consistency. So, yeah, you want to keep your strength up, and if you want to get a higher bench, you need to consistently hit high weight. But you want to progressively overload the muscle, and by that I mean you're not going to be able to start out getting 5 sets of 3 with 10 pounds less than your 1 rep max. What you're going to be doing is pretty much aiming every workout to do 1 more set with 1 more rep, if not hitting the same as last workout, okay? I record my workout every single time on an app called Rep Count. So, since you're not gonna be able to hit 5 sets of 3 reps of, you know, your working set, which should be 10 pounds less than your 1 rep max, it's probably gonna be looking like you're gonna hit 2 reps on that first set, maybe the second set of your working set. So, for example, I'm not gonna be able to get 5 sets of 3 reps out of 215 when my 1 rep max is 225. So what I'm going to be doing is aiming for 2 reps out of 215, okay? For my first set. The second set, I'm gonna try and hit 2 reps again. I'll probably be able to hit it, but the third set I'm probably only gonna get 1, and then I'm gonna drop the weight by 5 pounds and go for another 2 to 3 reps. Okay. But so, for example, if I only get 2 reps out of 2 of 5 sets of 215. That means next time I hit my chest, or next time I have a chest day, I'm going to be going for an extra set of 2 reps or an extra set of 1 rep. Because you want to be consistent with hitting that heavy weight, but you also want to add a little bit more every workout, whether it's by another 5 pounds, which I don't do another 5 pounds. I usually add another rep or another set. That's how I really go up in weight, and that's how I like to, you know, hit my working sets. I'll stick with 1 weight for 2 weeks, aim for 5 sets of 3 reps until I can hit it. Once I hit 5 sets of 3 reps with that weight, I'll hit a new max out because, you know, you're gaining strength. You can hit 5 sets of 3 reps with that weight, and then drop that new max out by 10 pounds and see how it looks. So after you get that working set in for the bench, after you get those 5 sets in, no matter what weight you're doing, whether you hit that 3 sets of, or not 3 sets of 5, whether you hit that 5 sets of 3 or not, no matter what the working set is, you're still gonna come over here to the bench. This is my favorite follow-up to the bench press, and the reason why I choose dumbbells over a chest fly is because, again, I want to get better at bench pressing, right? Well, you want to get used to that movement pattern, and you want to get strong in that movement pattern. The thing about dumbbells compared to a barbell is you have more range of motion. The same form applies, okay? We're still going to have our shoulders back throughout the entire movement. We're not going to push them forward. We're going to keep them retracted the entire time. Retract and adaptive. Do not let it roll forward, okay? You're going to cause a lot of shoulder injuries. Elbows should be faced slightly in, okay? When they're flared out, that's going to cause a lot of shoulder injuries. Keep them in. Now, on a normal bench press, this is what it's going to look like. Because you're holding that bar, right? It's not going in. We have the opportunity in this position with dumbbells to get a better range of motion. It means we can work that muscle a little bit more. So what we're going to be doing is going in, back down. Slowly. In, back down. We're going to be going slow, right? It's all about control. You want to control the weight, not throw it around. The more control you have, technically the more strength you have, right? Well, that's why we focus on the negatives and come down slow. And on that positive, we explode as hard as we can. Now, the heavier weight you have, of course it's gonna look really slow. It's gonna look like you're not moving fast. But the heavier weight, the slower it's gonna move, you know? Power is made by weight times velocity, weight times speed. So weight, the lower the weight, the higher the speed, still will create more power, right? Vice versa. So put it all together for you right now. You're gonna pick up the weight, grab it, take it back, deep breath, shoulders tucked, chest out, shoulders back, elbows in, explode as fast as you can. Slow on the way down. While you're going down, you breathe in. That's the correct way to do a dumbbell chest press when you want to focus on getting a better bench press.